lovers, it's Amphibian Boss here, and today I'm going to be doing a reptile and amphibian room tour. So today I actually went on a herping trip and it wasn't as successful as I thought it might be. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have saw that my dad actually did find a spotted salamander crossing one of the roads. He stopped the truck, picked it up, and I actually brought it home to show me. He went and took it back and let it go in the exact same spot it was crossing the road. So he should be fine. We did check, it is a male. But I was hoping that today would have been a good day to go herping. I didn't find any salamanders. We actually did find a spotted salamander that was dead. My dog found it and was rolling in it. And we also found a garter snake. I'll post a picture on Instagram, but there's no point in me making a video because it's not that entertaining for you guys. But let's get started anyway. So as much as I like using my tripod, it's nice and easy. I don't have to hold the camera. I don't have to worry about my shaky hands. But I gotta get nice down and low here. These are my two Chinese fire-belly Newt larvae. I'll start out with them anyway. I got two of them. The other one's a little bit small and he's got his tail bitten off by the big one, so I'm going to have to separate them. They're doing okay. I had a lot and then a lot of them died, so it was a learning experience. But it wasn't too crucial. Hopefully both these guys metamorph out. He's swimming around back there. I've been feeding them bloodworms. Hopefully they metamorph into little Newt larvae or Newt Fs, and I might have some little Fs to show you guys. I might even get adults if I grow them to that length of time. So right behind my Newt larvae are my two male fire-belly toads, orientals. They're oriental fire-belly toads. I got a green one and a brown one. I keep them in this 10-gallon. I just flipped that switch from my new fogger that I got at a yard sale. It's cool. Fogs up the place. I don't know if I've shown you guys this setup. I do put duckweed in it once in a while. The duckweed does flow to the bottom and it'll go everywhere. It's kind of mucky, but they enjoy the tank anyway. There's no filter in it anymore because it just bugs me. I have pothos growing. I have this driftwood, coconut high, and then a land area for them and the crickets. And I also have that plant area. Got a background. This is a 10-gallon screen lid and a light. Here's my betta fish, or some people call them Chinese fighting fish, whatever you want to call them. I may be giving this to my mom so you can take to her classroom because I'm not really a fish person. He's been doing quite, I don't know, he doesn't look that pretty. She can take him in her classroom and see how that turns out. But I'll just go to my Crested Gecko here. Still same tank with the fluorescent light. It's a 12 by 12 by 18. So the rock background, the pothos, the wood there, and then my two ledges that I also put in homemade. And then I just have a coconut hide that he doesn't use at all. And then I also have eco earth and a drainage layer. I'll pull him out right now. Took long enough to get my little Crested Gecko out. I believe he's a male. I'm not sure what kind of morph he is. They didn't actually tell me when I bought him. He was $80 at the Downsview Park Toronto Expo. He's a really nice looking fella. He's been doing great. He's been eating his Crested Gecko diet well. And he's been eating crickets too, with calcium of course. He's been doing great. I love him. So let's get on to the next stuff. So this is what I'm going to be calling my caudate shelf. I have 4 different species on this shelf, and if you've already seen my new edition video, or not my new edition video, but my Reptile Expo pickup video, then you've already seen what I just bought. If you haven't, I'll leave that for a surprise when I'm done. This is what the shelf looks like. I have 4 different species. I'll show you in order of when I bought them. Right here, we have my Chinese fire-belly newts. I have a female and a male. They've been breeding great. As you can see, they do have 2 little babies over in the other tank. My female's back there. My male's somewhere else. I need to put more water in here. I have duckweed, lots of it. Some plastic plants. Duckweed's the only live plant. I have a breeding population of snails also. Lots of plants and a turtle dock. I just have a fluorescent light, a screen lid. They're doing great. I feed them all the time and they're awesome pets. So get over to my next amphibian. I'd usually do a cut, but this is quick enough. You can see him down there. You've probably already known this. I have a marbled salamander. He's really awesome. He's a male. He's really cool. I'm just keeping them in this plastic critter keeper. It's around 5 gallons. I did the measurements for it. I just have some pothos that's growing great. Some felt plants. Lots of sphagnum moss, eco earth substrate, a little water dish, and then I also have a hide for him, and I'll put that back on top of him not to make him mad. And then I also have my homemade screen mesh lid here that I like to make for my amphibian tanks. And right here, you can't see him. He's usually quite friendly. Whenever he sees me around, he can see me now. But right here is my Hong Kong Warty Newt. I'm not sure what to really call them. It's a Warty Newt. They do come from China, but they're called many different things. I should be doing all of the scientific names for everything. I forget the scientific name for the Warty Newt. Does need to be fed today. I feed him twice a day. I feed him quite a lot. He is a very voracious eater, but you can see he's very friendly. He loves seeing me and other people around. He likes to swim up and down the tank. Keep him in a 5-gallon with a sand substrate, lots of snails. Keep it clean. I don't have a clear dock for him to lay on. There's somewhere for him to get out of the water. They really don't need somewhere to dry off, but he does have somewhere that he can rest on. I have a little bit of duckweed that I just plopped in there while I was cleaning it. And I just have plants and rocks and a hide. He's doing great. So right here, I have my new addition, which is an eastern tiger salamander, and I'll be right back because I'm going to take off the lid and take him out to show you guys. Setup. I just have a cork bark hide, not a coke bark hide, cork bark hide, and then he's not actually underneath there. He's actually burrowed in the substrate, and I'll show you where he is. Lots of sphagnum moss. They're telling me on caudata.org, the group that I'm in on Facebook, not to use the moss. I'm not just using that as a substrate. I'm using eco earth, and there's lots of it. I'm just using this to keep a little bit more moist because I'm not really that happy with the eco earth. The way it works, it's just really easy and cheap to get, so I just use it. I'm not really happy with it, how it keeps the moisture in, so I do like to use the sphagnum moss that I have. I have this water dish. I may need to get a bigger water dish for him, and it does need to be cleaned out. I also have a rock, and if I haven't shown you the Pathos Plant also, I forget what this is, but it is an Exoterra tank. It's just a breeder box. It's like 7 inches by 12 or 13 inches by 18 inches long, and has the ventilation, and there's the lid there. It also has like a divider, kind of cool looking thing. You can see him right there. You can't see him. He's right there. I did not touch him, but I will pull him out to show you guys because he's really pretty. So here he is. I was cleaning him off because he was burrowed right down in the dirt and he doesn't like to be held, but I do want you guys to see him because he's really pretty. The description of the animal says he was a barred tiger, or not a barred tiger salamander. That's what he is. It was an eastern tiger salamander, but he is a barred tiger salamander, as I've been told. It's Amphistoma tigrium or tigrinium, something like that, something to do with tigers. He's really pretty. He's got that yellow barred pattern on him there, and he's got right down to the tail. Looks really nice. He is kind of dark because he was burrowed. I'm going to let him back into his cage so he can go burrow, and then he will be happy. So last but not least, got my green tree frog, which is back there somewhere, and my white tree frog. He's doing great, nice and chubby. He will change color soon. He's doing great. He's awesome. So there he is. Both my frogs, keeping them in there, and they're not going to get in any little battles there, and the white tree frog is not going to eat the green tree frog because he's too small and he's lost his growing period. He's around 10 years old. I adopted him from somebody who didn't really feed him as much, so he didn't get as big, but he's still a really healthy frog. I've got the cork bark, piece of wood from the climb up, 2 plastic plants. I got that drainage layer with some eco earth, moss, and a water dish for them, temperature, and humidity gauge, and then I have also a light that broke, so it's taped up a bit. This is kind of a makeshift tank, but it really does the job. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video has been strongly suggested on my emails, on Instagram, Facebook, and on my comments on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching. Check out my Instagram and my Facebook. I'll leave those links in the description below. And that's basically it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.